Hey everyone. Today for Tribe Time, we are going to have an introduction to light, and we're going to do an experiment towards the end of this lesson. And so you will need to get the clear lid out of your Tribe Time pack that has all of your Tribe Time supplies. Mine is not completely clear, but yours is. And so you're going to want to get your lid, and then you'll also need a black marker. So you'll need a black marker, your clear lid, and then also a flashlight. If you don't have an actual flashlight, you can use one on your parents' cell phone. So that totally will work. And so that's all you'll need today for our lesson. So we're going to get started. Let me share my screen, and I hope you are all doing well. I definitely miss seeing your sweet faces. Okay, so all right, so we're going to be talking about shadows. So I want you to close your eyes tightly, and I want you to think about, what do you see when you close your eyes? I'm going to close my eyes too. Okay, you can open them. Now, when you close your eyes, what could you see? Can't really see anything because the light cannot get into your eyes. So, what are some things you saw before you closed your eyes? And I put eye, but I meant eyes. Okay, so maybe you saw your sibling, your brother, your sister, maybe you saw a toy or you saw a table. So, what would happen if the power went out in your house during a storm? And let's pretend it's nighttime. Would you be able to see as well as you can whenever it's daylight and your power is on? I'll tell you what I would do. I would run into the furniture. I'd run into the wall. I might be tripping over a Nerf gun because even though my children are older, there are still Nerf guns being shot at my house all the time because it's dark. You can't see. So, what are some examples now of natural objects that give off light? So, I want you to think about some things that are natural, meaning they're not man made. Man has not made them, that give off lights. I'll give you a second to think about it. Okay, so of course, one of those things is the sun. Um, and lightning is another example. And I wanted to, and also fireflies. I wanted to remind you that the moon does not give off light. It simply reflects the light from the sun. So then, what are some examples of objects made by people that give off light? So some objects made by people that give off light are flashlights and phone screens. And I think my flashlight got in the way of another word. So we're going to watch a quick video on BrainPop about light. Don't forget, stay with me so we can do our experiment at the end, and we also have a game to play. Uh-oh. I'm going to come back here really quick and move this flashlight. Yeah, also TVs and computers are examples of man-made light. So now we're going to do our BrainPop. Also, be sure you pay attention because we are going to do the quiz at the end of this BrainPop.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Are you okay? What is light? Light is all around us, and we need it to see. All light has a source, or something it comes from. Some sources of light are natural, like the sun, other stars, lightning, and fire. The sun is our main source of light. Many living things need light to survive. Plants use light to make their own food. Some animals need sunlight to warm their bodies. Some living things can even make their own light, like fireflies, jellyfish, and even some kinds of mushrooms. We also have artificial light, which is made by humans,
Or
like light
man-made.
bulbs, neon signs, and televisions. People can also turn the sun's light into electricity. That's called solar power. Light is a kind of energy, like heat or sound, and it moves. How does light move? Light travels in one direction, and it travels very, very fast. When light hits an object, some of the light reflects or bounces off. Some of that light bounces back to your eye so you can see the object. The object also absorbs or takes in some of the light. The absorbed light doesn't bounce off. Shiny objects reflect more light than dull objects. When light hits a smooth, flat mirror, most of it bounces off in the direction it came from so you can see your reflection. When light hits a curvy mirror, you see a funny reflection. Light can also pass through some things. What can light pass through? Light easily passes through transparent objects, like glass windows. You can see through clear, transparent objects. But you can't see through opaque objects. Very little light passes through them. Things cast shadows because they block the light. Sometimes light hits an object and it can't pass through. The object blocks the light and keeps it from going to the other side. So you see a dark spot that's shaped like the object. You see a shadow. There are also objects that let only some light pass through. Well, stained glass windows let some light pass through. Right, Moby. Sunglasses block some light and let other light pass through. When light passes through things, it bends. But what happens when light bends? It's hot in here. I'm thirsty. Thanks, Moby. Cool, check it out. The straw isn't broken, Moby. When light passes through something, it refracts or changes direction, so it makes objects look different. Telescopes, binoculars, magnifying glasses, and microscopes all use refraction to make objects appear closer than they really are. Anyway, Moby, without light, we wouldn't be able to see anything. Ah, Moby.
Okay, so we're going to take the quiz really quick.
Start.
Okay, so
Keep it.
let me take that off of there. I'm going to let you respond to these answers. And so if you think the answer is A, I want you to do the sign language A. Okay? If you think it's B, I want you to do the sign language for B with a symbol. C and D. So A, B, C, D. Whatever you think the answer is, I want you to hold that up. Okay? So number one, what helps our eyes see? Is it A, light that reflects off an object? B, sound that bounces off an object, C, heat that comes from an object, or D, smells that come from an object?
Light that reflects off an object.
A.
The ice cube will grow in size.
Okay, light and heat can change matter. What will happen to an ice cube if you leave it in a sunny spot?
The ice cube will stay the same. The ice cube will grow in size. The ice cube will turn into light. The ice cube will turn into a liquid.
So do you think it's A, B, C, or D?
The ice cube will turn into a liquid. A pen.
So what object is a source of light? A ball,
A
pencil, a notebook, or a campfire? This one wasn't too hard. Definitely a campfire.
A campfire.
Light can pass easily through transparent objects. Which object is transparent? So could light go through a tea kettle, a fish bowl, a soccer ball, or mittens? Yes, B. And what is the biggest source of light? The sun, a light bulb, a candle, and a flashlight. Okay. All right, so we're going to quickly look at vocabulary words. Remember, stay with me. We have an experiment to do soon. All right, so light, something that makes things visible. And visible just means able to be seen. A light source, an object that can give off light. The sun, a campfire, and lightning are all light sources. Opaque, an object that light cannot pass through makes a shadow. So it makes a shadow because the light cannot pass through it. So for example, oh, I didn't realize I had my flashlight on. The light cannot, there you go. The light cannot pass through my phone. And so it would make a shadow. Translucent, an object that light can pass partially through, that makes a light shadow. Now, like I said, your lid that you're going to be using is clear. Mine is not completely clear because you can see my hand, but not perfectly. And so that's why it's translucent. Now, transparent is what your lid is, an object that light can pass through. It does not make a shadow. And the sun, Earth's main source of light, the star at the center of our solar system. Okay, so here's our light activity. And this is where you will be using your objects, your marker and your clear lid, and a flashlight.
Today, we're going to use light to make your own shadow symbol. You're going to need a phone or tablet light, a clear lid from a potato chip tube, and a black permanent marker.
First, take the clear lid and draw a simple design on it, like a star, a fish, or a heart.
I made a heart.
Then, fill it in with a black marker so it's completely black.
Let the ink dry for 1 minute, then flip it over and color from the other side to make sure it's really, really dark.
Next, turn on your light and hold the plastic lid in front of it, like this.
turn off the lights and point it towards the wall.
Neat! This works because the light is made by the foam. The light can shine through the plastic lid here, where it is transparent. But where we colored it in with ink, it is opaque. The light cannot get through there. That is what makes the shadow.
Try it yourself.